Hi, Ja'Quan. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. We'll begin with Kyle Fredrickson of the Gazette.
Hey, J-Mac, thanks for
Right.
taking this time with us today here, man. Just hoping you could reflect a bit on the game last night. I'm curious, as the Raiders tied that thing in the first quarter at a touchdown to apiece, what was the mindset of the defense at that point, and how do you feel like the team responded from then on out?
Yeah, we obviously like you say we gave up the touchdown on their opening drive. So they had a really good 15. And we didn't really it didn't really bother us much, Obviously we didn't want them to score, but you know, our mindset was just go back out there and make a play or get a stop the next drive and can keep dwelling on the last drive. That's exactly what we did. Made a few stops and we had a big punt return from Mims. Um, Offense did their part. And we made the plays we needed to make at the right time.
Arnie Stapleton, Associated Press.
Hey, J-Mac, thanks for joining us. Um, I'm wondering how this long winning streak you guys are on and all the comebacks that were necessary, not last night, but all the other games. I'm wondering how that prepared you for this brutal stretch run. You got some great teams coming in here. Three of them are at home, but they're against some really good teams, Packers, Jaguars, and then of course finishing off against the Chargers after KC. How has um how has this run prepared you for that kind of a brutal stretch?
Yeah, it just made us tough, tougher mentally. When we're down, we don't feel any type of way. It doesn't phase us. We just always feel like we have that confidence that we're gonna win the game and we're gonna make the plays when it come down to it. It just prepared us for, like you said, the stretch that we have coming up and playoffs. Um, so when adversity strikes, we'll be ready for it. And, we'll be prepared. We've been there before.
Luca Evans, The Denver Post.
Hey, J Mac. Just curious, Sean was saying earlier that you guys, on the flight or before the flight back, then, once you got back, we're watching a little bit of the Kansas City Houston game. And I mean, obviously with you guys just looking at the Chiefs for so long as, the at the top of the class in the AFC West, like, is there a feeling, is there a reaction to them being eliminated from division winner? Like, what are your just, what was the team's kind of thoughts and mentality there?
Um, we just focus on our team. Obviously we have them coming up in the next few weeks. But we're not really thinking about any other team right now. We're thinking about ourselves and our upcoming opponents and what we can do better from the past, and just try to piggyback off that and keep winning games. Obviously, like you said, them guys been on top for a while. Um, yeah, like I said, it's just we're playing good ball right now, and that's what we're doing. We win the games.
Eric DeLalla, DenverBroncos.com.
Yeah, J-Mac, as you guys are closing in on a playoff berth and potentially more, just what's the initial excitement for being back at home this weekend against a good Packers team, and just kind of your initial thoughts on facing those guys?
And the energy, that Broncos country bring, and we're very excited to be back. We got a big opponent coming in here, and we're just ready to accept the challenge and um, hopefully get another win. But like I said, Broncos country, they showed up last home game. We hope you guys, everybody, come back out and make it a tough atmosphere for them guys coming in, and hopefully we can do what we do and get a win.
Last question, Parker Gabriel, The Denver Post.
Hey, J Mac, I know you're just getting going with the prep week here, but you guys had Green Bay here for that joint practice before last season, and I know a lot of guys sort of felt like that was a jumping off point or a moment where you felt like you could be really good last year. So I'm just wondering what you remember about that day and Green Bay's receivers, obviously not exactly the same, but just generally speaking, what the challenge is against that offense this weekend.
Mm, all those guys, they have a nice receiver core. The quarterback, Jordan Love, he's a good quarterback. He can throw the ball anywhere on the field. Got guys that can run routes and catch the football. Like you said, we played them, or we had a preseason game against them in a joint practice, I think 2 years ago. And, I think we did what we had to do that day, and we got to watch the film. I haven't even watched the film yet. We just got to see what they're doing. First, second down, third down, and just hope we can go out there and play our best ball.
Thanks for joining us this afternoon, J-Mac. Appreciate it.